Hey gaming fans, so today I got another Yu-Gi-Oh deck profile. This one is Gladiator Beasts for the Edison format. I've been building decks for this format lately because I just find it to be a little bit more fun now. You got a bigger card pool than the GOAT format. I'm still going to build some GOAT format decks, but this one I'm kind of having fun with because it's kind of taking me back to the decks that I remember playing the most. And Gladiator Beast was one of them. I remember when this format, when the Gladiator Beast first came out, nobody really paid attention to them until they started winning tournaments. Very skillful deck to play, actually. There's a lot going on in this type of deck. So I decided to build my own. So let's go with the first three, which is obviously Test Tigers. This is what helped accelerate the deck. Pretty much, if you control a Gladiator Beast monster, you can special summon this guy, and then you tribute him to send that Gladiator Beast back to the deck to special summon another Gladiator Beast, and it's treated as if it was summoned through a Gladiator Beast. So it basically allows you to get your Gladiator Beast effect off. So pretty much, I think you would always need a 3 of for the Gladiator decks, anyways. So I'm playing one Gladiator Beast, Secutor. I know this is not always used. I remember some people would use it, some people didn't. It's got a powerful effect if you can pull it off. Unfortunately, it doesn't have its own ability to attack and then go into the deck to search out another Gladiator Beast. But pretty much, if this guy is special summoned through the effect of a Gladiator Beast or Test Tiger, and then he does battle, you can return him to the deck to summon 2 Gladiator Beasts from your deck. So I think that's pretty good. I mean, you can get whatever you need. And it would be summoned through the effect of a Gladiator Beast, so they would get their effects off too. One Marmolo. This is pretty much a standard. You special summon him through the effect of a Glad Beast, and you destroy 1 monster on the field. So really good at getting rid of, troublesome monsters. And if it's the only monster your opponent has, you're going to get a direct attack off, that kind of thing. One Bestiary, however you want to say that. This format, you're only allowed 1. This format, I guess the Edison format, was when they tried to slow the Glad Beast decks down a little bit, so they restricted it to 1 Bestiary. But that's okay. I mean, most of the time you can just pull him out when you need it. So his effect is he destroys a spell or a trap if he gets special summoned. But mostly he's important because of your Gazeris. This guy's like a beast, so you gotta be able to pull him out when you can. One Ekest. I'm probably butchering these names, by the way. When this card is special summoned by the effect of a Gladiator Beast monster, add 1 Gladiator Beast card from your graveyard to your hand. So that's really cool that he just returns anything, like any Gladiator Beast card. So, it could be your War Chariot, which is the trap card, or it could be a spell card, it could be the monster, whatever you want that actually has Gladiator Beast in its name. Then I'm putting in 3 Darius, because I find he's, a little bit beefier. He's 1700 attack, so he can run over some, some pretty good monsters. And when he's summoned through the effect of a Gladiator Beast, you get to special summon another Gladiator Beast from your graveyard, but its effects are negated, and if it leaves the field, it gets banished. I'm not sure how that works with if it would go shuffle back into the deck, if it still gets banished. I didn't look up the rulings, and I don't remember, but I'm not sure. But maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I can't remember. Then we got 3 Gladiator Beast Leclerc. This guy's your biggest guy that you can normal summon. That's an effect monster. Because there is the Gladiator Beast Andal, I think it is, who's a normal monster at 1900 attack, but we're not playing him. So if this guy is special summoned by the effect of a Gladiator Beast, its original attack becomes 2300. No, sorry, 2100. So he pretty much can match up with a Cyber Dragon and, just go over a lot of just normal summoned monsters. And we're playing 1 Prisma. I know some people play more than 1, and they play Stratos, and there is a build where it's based on this. Essentially, Prisma can mimic any of the Gladiator Beasts because he turns himself into he sends one of the materials, either from Heraclinos or Gazeris, to turn into that material, so you can get your fusion out. But I'm just playing 1 in this build. And for some extra spice, I threw in some hedge guards. This is kind of like your hand trap of the deck. During damage calculation, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard to prevent a monster you control from being destroyed by battle, or by this battle, and then that monster's attack is halved until the end of turn. So pretty much it will keep any of your gladiator beasts from dying during a single battle. So if your opponent thinks they're just going to run over your Glad Beast, they're not going to. And then you can trigger your Glad Beast effect and pull out whatever you need. Also, in effect, if you need to ram into something that's really big, you could prevent your Gladiator Beast from being destroyed. So I thought this would be kind of fun, you know, kind of a surprise edge. For the spells, I'm playing 2 Gladiator Proving Ground. Unfortunately, the spell's name is not Gladiator Beast, but so you can't return it to your hand with the what is his name? The other Glad Beast that does that. But anyways, you can add a level 4 or lower Gladiator Beast monster from your deck to your hand. I only put 2 in. I've seen a build where they only played 1. Because the Gladiator Beasts, you don't always necessarily want to draw them into your hand. You want to summon them from the deck. But in the case of, you know, opening turn, you can grab your Laquari or whatever you need. You know, something big so you can run over your opponent. And it thins the deck out a little bit. So I thought, you know, maybe 2. And on that note, I also put in 2 Gladiator Beasts Respite. Return 2 Gladiator Beast cards from your hand to your deck to draw 3 cards. So if you get that opening hand that's just kind of junk, you know, if you get the little guys in your hand and you can't attack with them, or, you know, you don't want Marmello in your hand, you know, stuff like that, you could shuffle it into your deck. Or if you draw the traps and stuff like that, you can just shuffle them back into your hand, into your deck if you don't need them at that moment. You know, that kind of thing. Even one of these things, you got 2 in the deck, so if you draw 2 of them, you shuffle 1 back into the deck, you know, that kind of thing. Again, just to thin out the deck a little bit. Book of Moon, I put at 3. Again, you want to attack your opponent's monsters as much as possible. So if they put in an attack mode, something really big, you just flip it down, or if there's a Stardust Dragon or whatever, you flip it down, and then you attack, you know, that kind of thing. And then you pull out your Marmello. You can go into the same thing with Enemy Controller. Pretty much you can run into anything and turn it to defense mode and get your effect off. Or if you have to, you contribute your own monster to steal theirs, whatever you want to do. Just more for defense. 1 Mystical Space Typhoon, again, you just want to clear the board. And Heavy Storm, self-explanatory. Now for the traps. We have 3 Gladiator Beast War Chariots. This is the heart of the deck. I mean, this is what stops most of your opponent's plays. When an effect monster's effect is activated, if you control a face-up Gladiator Beast monster, negate the activation and destroy it. So pretty much you have that face down in any Gladiator Beast. Your opponent can't use any of their special monster abilities on you, because they will get negated and destroyed. 2 Dimension Prisons. Again, this is an aggressive deck, but you also need to defend yourself. So anything that tries to come at you, you can just banish it. Same with the Bottomless. Deal with all these nasty kind of monsters that can come after you. Most of these are just all defensive traps that I put in here. Mirror Force, Torrential Tribute. 1 Call of the Haunted. Help you pull out your Gladiator Beasts to help get into your fusion monsters. 2 Dust Tornadoes, again, just like Heavy and Mystical Space. And 1 Solemn Judgment. Again, Solemn's at 1, so why not play them 1? And for the fusion deck, right now I just got the 2 Gazeris and 1 Heraclinos. Most of the time, you'd be lucky, I guess, if you pull out more than 1. I'd probably max out on these. These are just the ones I found. I'm pretty sure I have multiples of these. But Gazeris is 1 Bestiary and 1 Gladiator Beast monster. They're a contact fusion, so you don't need polymerization. You just shuffle the 2 monsters into your deck, and then you special summon this guy. And when he comes out, he destroys 2 cards on the field. And then he can also, when he attacks, he can shuffle back into the extra deck and then special summon the 2 Gladiator Beast monsters. So, you know, he's pretty much what the deck is focused on. Heraclinos is one of those cards where you kind of want to end on him and your opponent almost can't do much, especially if you have a War Chariot set. The only thing is you do need cards in your hand, because he does require Laquari and 2 Gladiator Beast monsters. they get contact into the deck, and then you get this 3000 beat stick with the ability to negate spell or traps. So you're just going to need to discard a card. So as long as you have some cards in your hand, and or the War Chariot out too, really defense right there, and he will run over pretty much everything. So that's, you know, if you can pull him out, you got to get the 3 Glads out, but there's ways to do it with the Darius guy and, you know, other, you know, Call the Haunted and stuff like that. And your Secutor too, you know, to be able to pull out 2 Gladiator Beast monsters doesn't hurt either. But yeah, that's the build I came up with. I thought this would be kind of fun. I've been testing it out against my Lightsworn deck, and so far it's, you know, it's matched up pretty well. You know, I'm not the best Glad player in the world. You know, and there's some cards in here probably a lot of people don't play, I'm sure. But, you know, this is the build I thought would be kind of fun. Anyways, let me know what you think. Throw some comments down below. Which cards do you play? Which cards do you not play? I'm sure there's a few other ones in here that could be replaced, but I don't know. Anyways, hope you liked the video. Hope you subscribe. Talk to you later.